What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only Q from Retro Q Gaming back in effect, as always. We are continuing on our playthrough of the greatest World War II first-person shooter of all time. That's right, we're playing Medal of Honor Allied Assault, an old EA game. Who knew? Because we got it working. So where are we? We're loading up. This is the start of mission 5, I believe it was, which is Sniper Central.
Look out! Over there!
Yeah, it's already starting. Absolutely love this level.
We got cut off. Fire!
I am so out of practice though.
Get him! Fire!
I can't see him. I can't see him. I know he's there, but I... This is Sniper Central. So we gotta
Look out! Over there!
take everything on collect. So we do this. We edge up through it. Building by building.
Thanks.
Window by window.
The rest of our squad. Get him!
Take it one window at a time. One bullet at a time. Oh my god, there's someone on my left. Where is he? Where? This is ridiculous. I have no idea where he is. There he is. Almost had to sneeze and give my position away. Because that's completely how this works, right? Crafty Germans are everywhere. And they all have sniper rifles that do so much damage. One of the really cool things about the game, as I'm sure everyone's noticed by now, is the absolutely obvious comparisons that this game has to Saving Private Ryan. It even came out, like, I think it was 2 or 3 years after Saving Private Ryan. Shit. I heard that behind me. So yeah, it had complete obvious comparisons. Oh, you crafty fucker. That's probably one of the reasons why it was so good. Saving Private Ryan is a great film. It's got so many good scenes, so many... It's just a great film overall. Shouldn't even just say so many great scenes. Oh, fuck you. Dead. I don't even know where they're coming from. Is that an arm? No, it's part of the building. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to edge out piece by piece. Hopefully. It's so tense. Okay, there's someone around there. I don't know where though. Oh, he's behind me somewhere. Oh, they're everywhere. I can't see him. They just blend in. gonna stick with a sniper. He has to be on a roof or something. There he is. Oh, fuck. They're so unbelievably dirtbags. This isn't gonna make it easy. I gotta what? Oh, that was too close. I just gotta pop out and get him. Damn you, hitbox. It's failing me. Oh shit. I was really hoping I could go in there and there'd be some... Oh no. There must have been two guys there because how did he fire that fast? Okay. At least we know where stuff is now. Of course, right as I said that, I completely missed someone. Wow. What? Okay, this is kind of silly. We're gonna get him. I cannot see him. Health. We just got ripped apart. What was this one? We still don't know where this last guy is though. There's one over here somewhere. He must be on this roof. It's okay, I won't be able to see him here either. Because of course I won't. Oh. Okay, he's... That must not be him then. That's weird though. We got shot from this direction last time. I'm really hesitant to walk out now because I'm gonna get popped in the back. These windows look awfully suspicious. Tree doesn't help me at all. Fuck! Someone in the front. I'm dead. I have no idea where that came from. I have 4 health. By the time. Fuck them and their pinpoint accuracy. See if we can pull this off. That was not him. That one was. First one on the left here. Hopefully there's no one magically around here. There is. Oh my god, he's in here. I'm really curious how he didn't see me last time when I was quickly walking by. Because these lads have reflexes like a motherfucker. Get me by the car. Oh, he's in the window at the top. I hit him. Of course, if I didn't, I'm gonna find out the hard way. In fact, as soon as I see anyone, I'm probably gonna find out the hard way that I missed. Can't even get up in there to get some health. No, it's not gonna let me in. There could be someone in there. Windows. Of course, it's a long street. I don't even know where that came from. On the plus side, we're learning. We're gradually getting to know where everything is. I shot his helmet off. Snipers are ridiculous with their reflexes and their laser aim. Dodge my bullets. Okay, you're not getting a drop on me this time. Sniping is good. I can't actually see him. Let's hope I got him. Fired a couple of random shots to where he should be. Yeah, I think he's dead. To be proven wrong right now. No, he's dead, okay. I still don't know where this other lad that just murdered me was. Hey, there. Where is he? Who's been shot? What? Four health. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Oh, there he is. Are we free? I have to just... Oh, there's a window. Oh, it's not yet. I just saw him at the last second. Okay. Progress, guys. Progress. We know where everyone is. And I miss. That's always a great start. Really? There's no way I'm getting frustrated already. We're right at the start. Of course, he does drop health out of bounds. Absolutely fantastic. And that lad has never come out of the out of bounds area. It sounded like I hit him. I'm gonna find out the hard way if I did or didn't. Nope. He's so hard to see behind all those foliage. Those foliage, that foliage, the tree. He's so hard to identify properly behind the tree. try one different. Oh no, one of my boys is dead. I can't get a shot on him from here. That's unfortunate. Oh, my aim was off. I think I hit him. I can't tell if he's just shouting German or if I actually hit him. I think he's dead. Yeah. We have to remember where this one is here. It's just, but he's right there behind that wall. We need to get him to stick his head out. Yeah, I got him. Now we need the window. Sniper window. Progress. Progress. We still have all our health. Why did I say that? I just jinxed it. I can feel it. Stand up.
Have you seen any more guys from our squad? We're scattered all
Oh,
over the
that is
place.
just what I needed.
It's too
Health
mail,
and
sir.
some backup.
We've been fighting for every inch all day.
I know he's down here. I don't want to be too focused on this one guy though, because I'll miss everyone else. In fact, let me save it. I've forgotten old PC games, quick save was actually a thing. Window, window. You fucking dirtbag, someone is shooting me on the right. It's you. Okay, we're gonna go clear the room. Glorious health. I love you so much. Really? You made this huge building on an open road to look at, where there's probably snipers in every window. Actually, there's no one out there. I say as I'm about to get shot. Famous last words, but I think it's clear. Yeah, looks like it might be. So I need the bazooka team. Okay, the missing bazooka. Is that the guys back here? Come on, as all the snipers are down. Don't be afraid. No. Maybe it's not then. Oh, there's the missing bazooka team. Past the gate into the rest of the town. So I have to blow it up. Super high-tech special effects. I love how I shot a what's probably a wooden or maybe metal gate with a bazooka. And all it did was just swing open. Whoa, where did you come from? Okay, they're my fodder for the moment. What up, Paul? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Did we enjoy Leia Poppins as she flew into the vacuum of space? Thoughts on God of War? Personally, I got around to watching The Last Jedi. I thought it was a little bit, oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, it was the end of that part. It was a little bit boring, actually. I didn't think it was bad, but it was just a little bit boring.
There he is.
It was kind of average, which is a bit disappointing for a Star Wars film. At least the main series Star Wars film.
The rest of the tank crew is holed up back here.
Hold up a sec. Yes, the tank crew. Can we go back in? We can. As for God of War, it looks like it will be a good game for people who are into it. I just don't really like God of War. I never got into it. Tried it back on the PS2. Wasn't feeling it. Like, I'm not gonna hate on someone for liking God of War if that's what they're into. That's a big tank. I think I missed. But yeah, it's going to be a big launch. It's out next week, I think, isn't it? Defeat the Panzer tank. It's why are my hits doing nothing to it? Oh, okay. That's what they were doing.
All ready to go, sir.
Oh, they're dropping airstrikes on me. And there goes all my health. Give me some health. You're a medic. Do your job. Don't give me that cold, lifeless stare. He hates me.
Got your back.
Having my back is nothing. I need health. Oh, he did give me health. Beautiful. Didn't even notice. Still, it was almost too late.
Fire! Fire!
Oh, who are they shooting at? We have good sniper vantage point. That we can't see anything because ancient draw distances.
Heads up!
And quiet in the fog. That seems to be fairly close. I didn't even see that building had a giant hole in it. They're saying they just blew themselves up with a grenade. What legends. American soldiers at their finest. I see not much has changed in, what, 50 years? 60 years? Get a grenade in there. Oh, he's up top. Thought it was someone else. Wow, my boy's actually gone. Who knew they had a decent aim? Oh, that's bad. There's another one. Fuck, I don't know where he is. I can't see anyone. Oh my god, where is... I know one of them just came out the door on the side, but... I had no idea where that one was coming from. Well, at least they've saved me a lot of help, man. I'm not gonna walk out from an airstrip again. I say as I nearly walk out to an airstrip again. It's kind of a shame. I know Medal of Honor as a series kind of went downhill after this, and then eventually it got completely shelved. Now the series doesn't exist anymore. It feels bad, man. That's EA for you. Typical EA and their bullshit practices. And they just tried to make it into Battlefield, which, no, they're two completely different. You weren't here last time. They're two completely different series. But they don't care. They're EA. In fact, whoa, what was that? I saw something today that one of the heads of EA, that guy who is an absolute fucking tool, and I completely despise, Patrick Sutherland. He was like, "Oh, we don't like that, gamers misunderstand our company." No, we understand you perfectly. You're money-grubbing, absolute scumbag shitholes of a corporation. You get your grubby hands on anything that could potentially make you money. Just whore it out and make as much money as possible in a short time as possible, no matter what kind of damage you do, and then just abandon it and move on to the next thing. It's funny because that's something that everyone says Activision is known for.
Open fire!
I don't know where he is.
There they are.
Oh God, he's underneath. What about the one up top? He should still be up there.
There. Fire!
Who knows where these lads are shooting from? Masters of camouflage. That's bad.
Open fire!
Oh no! Reload! Reload! There's no melee! One thing I did notice as well is I took a bullet from over on the left. Oh, there's a tower. There's a tower. There should be a sniper. That's where I'd be.
There they are.
Oh, no, there's another tower in that room. Oh! Wow. One of my boys just got. Hiding in the wardrobe. Dirtbag. I don't see him up there.
There they are.
Nope. That's bad. I can't see him. I can't see him at all. I guess their camouflage is effective. Medic. Help me out. Come on. Or don't. No, whatever. And I hear sniper shots. At least he helped me out. I'm trying to edge out. Never mind. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, and I'm going to get destroyed. Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from. I went the complete wrong way, and I'm screwed. I think I missed him and everything. Come on, Meg. I'm over here. Help me out. Oh, God. It's not. Oh, there's two of them. I don't know where the other one is. He's not on the floor above. Woo, lad. That's where the other one was. Well, that's where the one that was getting me from the opposite side was. Is he dead? Nope. I love how we jumped up there. We can see into the abyss. Oh no. We're everywhere. I'm rushing the building. What the fuck? What?
Cover you. Didn't I kill you already? Medic, you are my new best friend. Stay alive. Behind? How the hell did he get up here? He's at it again. That's it. God of War's out this Friday. If I care. I'm deeply wounded by my apathy. I never got into God of War, you know? I mean, I tried it way back in the day. It's just not really my kind of game. It's the same way I never really got into... What's that other game? Rise. I mean, they're vaguely similar. But it's just not my kind of game. And let's see. Waited 35 years to finally see Luke in... There's so many unanswered questions. Childhood ruined. The way I look at episode 7 and 8. The way I look at episode 7 and 8 the same way I look at episodes 1, 2, and 3. Because 4, 5, and 6 are the real deal. 1, 2, and 3 are, you know, terrible add-ons, and 7 and 8 are extra add-on stuff as well. Oh, you're on the roof. I mean, sure, they are officially canon now. But at the same time, as I don't want to say as harsh as it sounds, because it's not that I want to say, oh, they're not Star Wars to me. Because they kind of are, but it's not the Star Wars I know and love and give a shit about. Like 4, 5, and 6. Specifically 5, because Empire is obviously the best, and anyone who says else otherwise has a wrong opinion. I bet you those guys at Digital Foundry probably think Empire is not the best one. They love their wrong opinions. We good? We good? I was about to say I think we're good, but then oh no. I was going to say, as soon as I said that, I would have got wrecked. EA guy, creepier than Donnie Matrick, more human alive than Zuckerberg. Yeah, Zucker Droid 123 is way more, Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3 now looking like masterpieces. Oh, you mean Star Wars 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I missed a comma between the thing there. I don't know. I think... Like, let me see how I can word this properly. I know you're using it in a comparative sense. 1, 2, 3 look better and all. What did you think of 7 and 8, by the way? I forgot to ask that. I forgot to ask that earlier. Personally, I actually liked 7. I get the obvious comparisons between that and A New Hope and how unoriginal it was in a sense, and how it wasn't super. But I thought overall it was good. I thought overall it was good, and I liked 7. Like overall. I say overall a lot, but 8, yeah, 8 was just completely mediocre, and well, you can't really say mediocre in a good way. But I still think, I think 7 out of the 5 new Star Wars films, you know, 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. I do think 7 is easily the best one. Then again, that's not really saying much, is it? 7 would be the, oh my god, where are you? 7 would be the only good one. I literally cannot see this guy. But yeah, New Hope, Empire, and Jedi are the real deal. They always will be. And as far as shitty company executives go, like a lot of them are bad. Oh, I didn't even see that doorway. Oh, there's too many there. Yeah, Don Matrick was terrible. Who else is bad? Reggie Fils-Aimé from Nintendo was also terrible. I fucking hate it. He used to be cool a couple of years ago. Then the Wii U happened. And then the Switch happened. And Reggie is now a complete tool. Oh, hello. Phil Spencer has actually turned into a tool. He used to be cool as well. He did some seriously good stuff for Xbox brand, and then he became a tool. The rest of the Xbox team have always been tools. I'll give Phil Spencer that much, but the rest of the Xbox team are tools. Like Mike Ybarra, he's a clown. Shannon Loftus. There's nothing personal against Shannon Loftus. She just doesn't seem to be able to do her job. And what's the other guy? Aaron somethingberg, not Aaron Goldberg. Aaron Greenberg. Yeah, he's also a bit of a clown. He's not so much of a clown. He just can't really do his job properly. The only one who actually is a... Oh, hello. It's raining Nazis. The one who actually can't do their job properly is, I suppose you could almost argue, Phil Spencer, but he doesn't technically have the same Xbox job like he used to. But Mike Ybarra, he is an idiot. He is an absolute tool. Well, where did you come from? I mean, the straw that broke the camel's back for Mike Ybarra, for me, was when he compared the Xbox One to a $1,500 GTX 1070 PC, which is not even close. Medic, no, medic. I mean, I said it specifically I made a video specifically about that. Oh no, Sergeant Hammond is down. Specifically about it, and in that video I pointed out that you do not spend $1,500 on, or 1,500 euro, he said dollars, so I went with that. You do not spend $1,500 on a GTX 1070 PC to play games not max settings at 30 frames per second. It's just that simple. And to poke even more holes in his logic, yeah, like a 1060 completely outdoes that. And he annoys me for that reason. I realize he's a corporate shill and he has to, you know, big up his own products, but still.
And who else was there? Reggie's being Reggie. Nintendo were all over the place, but Reggie is especially bad. Are these guys just spawning in these rooms? If they would get out of my way. We'll go out there now in a second. Let me see what else we got here. So Utah, let's see. 7 was a good homage and added to Star Wars. Yeah, see, that's I agree. Rian Johnson clearly was high in his own supply. Oh god. Let's see where we go. Lucas had utter control of Stone's made. I never looked at it that way. Made sense. JJ even had a plan. Rian threw it away. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. When Jar Jar Abrams was announced as the director for 7, that there was rumors for him to be doing, I think it was 9 as well, possibly even 8 and 9. Let's take this tank and go. Whoa, this guy's levitating. And he had like an overall arcing idea for it. But then, obviously, with other... What's happening? Move the tank straight left. Okay, here we go. God, controls. What is this? Look at all this damage. Geomod technology. What's that other game? Red Faction, eat your heart out. Goodbye, building. We will destroy everything. The glorious power of the 2002 PC. Destructible environments. Red Faction ain't got none on this. Oh, destroy that part. I still haven't seen Rogue One. I don't really care about Rogue One. Same reason I don't really care about Solo. The explosive radius on these shells is terrible. They're also kind of hard to aim. Am I being shot from behind? Oh, that's bad. And Shrek guy as well. Oh, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see that. What is murderizing me? Oh, there's a lad on my right. I didn't even see him. I was too busy focused on everything in front of me. Let's see what else we got here. Xbox public relations need to be fired. No. Yes, I pretty much agree. Nobody likes the blatant damage controls and lies. Reggie's like Harvey Dent. If you stay around too long, you become the villain. Yeah, what was it? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. But yeah, Reggie really annoys me now. I mean, he has the same absolute answers for absolutely everything you give him. Or everything you ask him. It makes me hit. Like, the Virtual Console. The Virtual Console really annoys me. I know there's a lot of talk about that in the YouTube community now, after the announcement of the Sega Ages stuff, which I completely agree with. They're dead right to be worried about it. I'm extremely concerned that it basically might not happen. And of course, you know, when they showed off the Switch last January, and then they said, hey,
you know, we have more to announce regarding the Virtual Console in the next 40 days before launch. And then what happens? They don't say anything till last June, which was more than 40 days. And they haven't said anything since. It's been almost a year. So, yeah. I'm not happy about that. And as for Patrick Sutherland, he's just a dirtbag. He works for EA. I even hated him before he was a full-on official EA suit. I hated him when he was the head of DICE. See, I've never liked DICE. They made like one good game way back in the day, and that was it. Battlefield 1942. But he always struck me as a wannabe executive. Which makes perfect sense, you know, he took the promotion from DICE to be an executive at Electronic Arts. Rather than stay in the studio who was developing with, or, well, not developing, but he was in charge. So now he's a corporate shill, corporate tool, and corporate suit. And they put out that statement with, oh, the gamers misunderstand their company. No, you can say that all you want. It's just public PR to try to get people to stop hating your company. Everyone knows, even that in secret, you're still trying to rip off every single customer, every single consumer, every single person who buys or plays any of your games. You're just saying that publicly facing to, well, if I say face. It's not gonna work though. A lot of gamers, well, are idiots, but don't like EA, and their hate of EA usually trumps their idiocy. Kind of a sad thing to take, really, as a plus. Oh, that's a tank. Which is a real... Oh my god, what is this? It's given you will be in the midnight launch for Shenmue 1 and 2 land. Okay, one second, let me... I didn't realize this was drowning me out. So we will audio the master volume down a little bit. And let's up the gain ever so slightly on the microphone. Let me know how this one goes. But yeah, the sound quality and sound design in this game is really good. I absolutely love it. Especially, I said it yesterday in the previous stream. I don't think you caught that one. But the ping from the clip of the M1 Garand when it just rockets out. But as far as Shenmue 1 and 2 goes, for the midnight launch land and all, yes and no. Because there's two reasons, or there's several reasons for that. One, a lot of games don't launch at midnight anymore on Steam, which is very disheartening and very disappointing. It varies on game per game basis, because a lot of the default refresh time, or the default unlock time is depending on the time zone that we're in now. I know we're in +1 now, so it'll be 6 PM for us right now. But that's the default one, and unless the publisher or developer manually decides to change it and have it come out at midnight, which a lot of them don't, it just comes out the next day at the store refresh. So I'm assuming Sega will leave it at the store refresh. In which case I'll have to play it at like 5 or 6 PM the next day. Okay, perfect. Thank you for that. Great sound balance. And on the other side of it as well, it's most likely going to launch on, possibly, it could launch at basically any day because, let's face it, it's Steam. It will most likely launch on a Tuesday or a Friday. If it launches on a Tuesday, depending on the time of year, because college may or may not have finished, if it launches before the end of August, then I'll have to be up for college or whatever it is. So that's going to be a bit of a bummer. If it launches after that, well, then I can probably stay up and play it all night. Because I love me some Shenmue. Absolutely can't wait. So excited. So happy that's finally happening. After all these years. Months of tweetathons. Months of asking. Months of everything. It's finally happening. Easily one of the finest, I won't even say finest games because there's two of them. I'm just kind of, Shenmue 1 and 2 are more of a singular experience really than anything else. They're more of a singular experience than two games. So, I mean, it's easily fair to say that Shenmue is is a masterpiece. Reload faster. Will you be happy to be able to transfer all of your game saves across all three games? That's something I actually originally hoped for. In one of the previous videos I made about one of the Shenmue tweetathons and all that, or it could have been about Shenmue 3 specifically. One of the reasons I wanted it to come to PC, or even PS4, just to say even PS4 for the sake of it. Oh, what? Shooting. What would have been, oh there it is, would have been the potential ability to bring your save file and all your choices, your inventory, all that good stuff across from Shenmue 1 into Shenmue 2 and then possibly into Shenmue 3. Now, as far as I know, it's not confirmed that you will be able to transfer them to Shenmue 3. Obviously I would like that, but it's going to be nice either way. I'm sure they'll talk about more about the potential of bringing your saves across and all that stuff once they talk more about stuff like release dates and extra features and all that stuff that they're going to be doing. But I'm so excited to be able to play that again. Well, not just that's misrepresented. I obviously have a Dreamcast and I have both games, but I'm so excited to be able to play it in easy, modern to play version like this, and it's going to be cool to experience that kind of game on a stream with other people, because I know a lot of people obviously wouldn't have played it before, and I'm very curious to hear what other people think of it. Like, obviously it's a game from a different era, it's genre defining, and some more modern gamers might find it a little dated, but just the experience that Shenmue offers overall is immense. I love it. I love it. Let's see. That was cold. Hey, all's fair in love and war. Cold-blooded kill. Had to do it. I mean, let's face it. Do you think if roles were reversed, he wouldn't have shot me at point-blank range in his chest with a tank shell? It has to be done. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Oh, thank God that killed him. Now the next important question. When do I think Shenmue HD will launch? I think it'll launch towards the end of the summer, if you ask me. I think we're going to see it in around August, September sometime. It could launch earlier. They could do like a magical ninja release out of nowhere at like E3 or something. But I do think we're going to see it towards August, September. It's not like as much as I love the game, I'm completely realistic about it. Shenmue HD Collection is not a big enough game to launch in October to December. You know, it's going up against Call of Duty, it's not going up against Battlefield, it's not going up against whatever's Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs 3, whatever comes this year. It's not going up against those big games. They're going to want to get it out, like, out where they can capitalize on it. Games mostly don't release in summer. So, two big games like that, it's a perfect time for them to launch, and it'll give people time to play them, time to experience the whole deal, and then it'll give you time to relax, reflect on it, take a little bit of a break because they're two big long games, and then go into Shenmue 3. Like, even as much as I love the first two games, and I've been dying for Shenmue 3 for years, it would be detrimental to the experience overall, and like your mindset, your concentration, all that stuff, if you were to try to play Shenmue 1, 2, and 3 back to back to back within a couple of weeks. 1 second, I'm just trying to keep an eye on someone here. Let's see, adjusted for inflation, Shenmue is the most expensive game to make. It was the most expensive game ever made when it was originally made. Yu Suzuki has thrown around a couple of numbers. The more popular one is about $120 million at the time. Ah, fuck, we died. Obviously, that was a long time ago. That was oh no, we're all the way back here. Obviously, that was in the late 90s, where that was even a lot more money than it is nowadays. I know you said adjusted for inflation, so that is entirely possible. However, nowadays, with modern game budgets being what they are, some of them being completely exorbitant, I don't think it would be, even adjusted for inflation, I don't think it would be the most expensive game ever made at this point. It wouldn't surprise me if something like Grand Theft Auto 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the biggest games to production value ever to make. Obviously, part of that is speculation, but think of it as calling it an educated guess. Which I think is really funny because it shows how far they've come. Because since it launched in around the same time, I always thought it was especially funny that Shenmue was tipped to have cost in around the region of 120 million to make. GTA 3, by comparison, was like made for something like £3 million. UK pounds, not Irish pounds. But like, you think of that, you think of GTA 3 versus Shenmue, and then you think of what modern GTA games cost to make, and just what modern games cost in general. But modern GTA games are significantly more expensive nowadays. But it also does go to show that cheap games can still be amazing. Like, I can't even count. Like, look, well, first off, not only can I not count how many hours I put into GTA 3 over the years, but just the impact that GTA 3 had on gaming in general. This is obviously massive. I just went to press Q there to mark something. I was playing Battlefield earlier, which is a bad habit. And again, by modern comparisons, look at what Shenmue 3 is going to cost to make. A fraction of what the original cost. That's not even adjusting for inflation. I mean, if Shenmue 1 cost 120 million to make, Shenmue 3 is approximately 4 million. We don't know anything about like the alleged Sony involvement and all that. Supposedly it's only to do with the marketing and publishing rights of the PlayStation 4 version. But based on Kickstarter funds alone, the Shenmue 3 will be in the realm of just over 4 million, I believe. $60 of which are mine. Kind of raging I didn't put more money into it. I would have liked to. I should have done the $100 reward, get my name in the credits. Is Sea of Thieves worth it? PS Yeah, slightly used Kraken body for sale. Only pound sterling accepted, no monopoly money. What are you gonna get the euro? The euro is very handy. In fact, let me see, do I have it here? I don't. I bought a game on Friday from the UK. Bought Full Spectrum Warrior on the OG Xbox for £3 from the UK. It's in mint condition, boxed, manual, disc is perfect. £3 and £1 shipping. And that cost me like €5. It was brilliant. So I don't know where you're going with your Monopoly money. It is completely useful money. It always has a substitute, even if it is toilet paper when it becomes worthless. As for Sea of Thieves, well, first off, I guess you're the one who stole the Kraken body, because I mean it's not even in the game. So that explains where that went. Well, wasn't there someone behind me last time that was riddling me? I do think that's really stupid though. I mean, the fact that they didn't even create the Kraken body. I mean, that speaks kind of volumes between the quality and talent of the first-party Sony studios versus the first-party Microsoft studios. Especially considering that that's made by Rare, but hang on, I have to sneeze. Okay. Yeah, especially since it's made by what's left over of Rare. It's an absolute disgrace to their name. And it's kind of a joke, really. I mean, Sea of Thieves in general, if you ask me, is a joke. You ask me is it worth it? I haven't played it. I have no interest in it whatsoever. I have no interest in Sea of Thieves at all. I don't have Xbox Game Pass, so I can't even test it out. And I never plan on playing it. It looks basically like No Man's Sky. It's like a pirate version of No Man's Sky. There's nothing to do in the game. Oh, and we died just around the corner last time, and it was the objective.
Sir, we're in position. The tank will stay here while you check out the bridge.
Okay, I gotta do this. So, it's funny enough. Oh, hello, Mr. Random Nazi. But it's funny actually. Speaking of first-party Microsoft games, since on PC they tried to launch them on the absolutely terrible Windows 10 store. Well, let's see. Oh, I hear grenades. Jesus, where's that coming from? Since they're trying to, they usually launch them on the absolutely awful Windows 10 store, which gets them very little sales on PC by comparison, because everyone hates the Windows 10 store, with fully justified reasons. But it looks like, not Sea of Thieves, what's the other one? It looks like State of Decay 2 might actually be launching on Steam, because over the weekend, I don't know if it was the weekend just gone or the previous weekend, where did you come from? Whenever PAX was going on, they had demos at PAX, and the demo versions tried to connect to the Steam servers. And that's a big thing that us as PC gamers have been asking for this entire time. Microsoft, put your first-party PC games on Steam. They will sell significantly better, they will work significantly better, and yeah, people will actually buy them. Holy shit, look at them all. So that could potentially be something that's going to happen. Now, I don't care for State of Decay 2 whatsoever. I don't think it looks any good. The first one was absolutely terrible. I'm not going to be trying the second one. But the principle is the same. Let's see. Always meant to get Full Spectrum Warrior. Excellent game. Yes, Full Spectrum Warrior is an excellent game. I didn't really like... There's... I want to say 2 sequels. But of course I got the Xbox version because we don't play the PS2 versions. You always play the Xbox versions of 6th generation games because power of the Xbox for the win. And to me, Full Spectrum Warrior is an Xbox game because I played it first on the Xbox. Shit. And one sec. I'm gonna kill these guys. And there's another part of your comment. Rare is just a name old crew jumped years ago. It's so true. It's the same reason. That's the exact same thing I always say when people talk about Destiny. Oh, Destiny is made by Bungie. They made Halo. Fact. Less than 10% of the current Destiny studio is made up of members that were in Bungie when the last Halo game was developed. No, sorry, I shouldn't say the last Halo game. When Halo Reach was developed, because technically there was a little bit of involvement from Bungie when they were doing the Master Chief Collection. But as far as actual game development and Halo development, Halo Reach, less than 10% of the staff that was around for that is still in Bungie today. So Bungie are absolutely nothing. You said it yourself, it's the exact same way with Rare. Rare is by no means the Rare that we grew up with. They're by no means the Rare we know and love. They're by no means the like GoldenEye, Donkey Kong, no, not Donkey Kong, Banjo and Perfect Dark Rare whatsoever. It's funny I say Banjo because I don't actually like Banjo. Most people think that's blasphemy. A friend of mine said it to me recently. We were talking about Nintendo 64 3D platformers. I was going about how obviously Mario is the best one, and we were talking a little bit about some others. And we mentioned Donkey Kong, and he brought up Banjo. And he's like, oh, but Donkey Kong is basically exactly the same as Banjo. I just looked at him and was like, yeah, but everyone loves Banjo, I don't. And that blew his mind completely. I'm missing an objective. Sneak in and find a high position overlooking the bridge. Okay. We will do that in a moment. We need to... So they want me to go in there by the looks of it. We're going in the opposite side because that's how we roll. And actually, I need a drink. All this talking. It's a shame though when companies and development studios fall off, if you will.
You've got to stop them from pressing the plunger at all costs.
No, I want to go on the other side.
Okay, sir. We're moving the tank up to the bridge.
Look at it. Okay.
Let him get to that plunger.
This is bad. I was not ready for this at all.
We must keep that bridge intact.
Come on, come on, come on. The bridge was destroyed. You failed the mission.
Artillery is ready and fighter command is sending planes your way.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to stay in the other side.
Okay, sir. We're moving the tank up to the bridge.
I'm going to have to just snipe it from
Don't
here.
let him get to that plunger.
Wait, where is the plunger? Oh, there it is. Okay.
We must keep that bridge intact.
No, no.
Lieutenant, you will fail your mission if that bridge is destroyed.
Oh my god. Faster, faster. Reload, reload, reload. I think I have it. No, not like in God of War's Heresy, the Spanish. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Definitely. I always expect it. Oh, what do we do? We got the plunger.
Artillery is ready and fighter command is sending planes your way. Target enemy tanks with your binoculars and we'll take care of the damage.
Here we go. We got it. So I take it you're a big God of War fan, if that's the case, Paul. Like I said earlier, though, it doesn't bother me if someone likes it. It's just, it's not my cup of tea. I actually don't like many of the... Oh, what? can't go up. Oh, it just vanished. Okay. Oh, the building collapsed on me.
Okay, sir. We're moving the tank up
Oh, I
to
have
the
to
bridge.
come and do this again.
Don't let him get to that plunger.
Yeah, I don't like many of the first party Sony titles. I do like The Last of Us, and I'm really looking forward to Last of Us Part 2.
Is destroyed.
But stuff like Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, I don't like Uncharted. I'm trying to struggle to remember some more. I love Heavy Rain, hate Beyond Two Souls, looking forward to Detroit Become Human. Oh no, no. Oh, thank God.
Artillery is ready and Fire Command is sending planes your way. Target enemy tanks with your binoculars and we'll take care of the rest.
Enemy tanks. I need a good position. See, it looks like they're trying to tell me to go up here, but we saw what happened last time. Oh no! I'm stuck. I'm I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't I can't crouch. I can't jump. Oh, it just disappeared. Yeah, well, we know what happens there. Get our binoculars out. Do some damage. More of them. Well, I'm calling in airstrikes. They just don't seem to actually be doing anything. Come on. Calling it in. Oh, we're gonna fail. Yeah, we look at all the tanks over there. No, we're dead. Tank is gonna get destroyed. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. An objective has been completed. At the same time, the King Tiger is destroyed.
Don't let him get to that plunger.
No plunger for you.
That bridge intact. Lieutenant, you will fail your mission if that bridge is destroyed.
We got it this time, though. Feeling it. I'm feeling it. See, you bought the... Oh, God. Every time you bought the HD collection on PS3, you need to finish them. I appreciate everyone's own choices. It's their money, not mine. Say what you like. No, I know you're not taking the piss out of me or anything. It's just... Gotta have them jokes, you know? There's very few wrong opinions when it comes to gaming. That's right. There are such things as wrong opinions. One of which is that Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 in any way, shape or form are good games. And anything about them is good. That is a complete wrong opinion. Oh, what? Oh my God, there's another one behind me. So we have it this time. This is now going how it's supposed to. You stay dead. Where are they? It must be on the other side.
Was that? No, there's more. Okay. Get back up top. It's better.
Got it. Coordinates have been received.
Really? Speaking of HD collections, actually, there was new trademarks renewed. I was spotted today for Onimusha. Yeah, taking ages to call it any of this. Objective has been completed.
Standing by.
Destroy it. Destroy it.
This is Alpha Zulu, waiting for a response.
Come on.
That's affirmative.
Come on. 9%. We can do this. Got it. Got it. 9%. Beautiful. Mission 6. We'll let the briefing
Last
play out.
November, one of your fellow operatives, Lieutenant James Patterson, destroyed a secret mustard gas production facility along the Siegfried Line at a place called Fort Schmerzen. Unfortunately, new intelligence suggests that Schmerzen's commander, one Colonel Muller, has somehow restored the fort back to full operation. The OSS has received reports of trains headed towards the fort hauling prisoners of war out of the Hurtgen forest. It's possible Schmerzen is simply a stopover point for POWs being moved east, but my gut feeling is Muller has something more nefarious going on. Your orders are to permanently wipe this facility off the map. To this end, we formed a special assault force of Rangers handpicked from your old unit. They'll be bringing along enough high explosive to reduce Schmerzen to rubble once and for all. We're sending you in first, Lieutenant, to cut the lines of communication between Schmerzen and the rest of the world. After that, you'll need to intercept and commandeer the POW train that's headed to the fort. It'll serve as the Trojan horse that delivers you and your fellow Rangers into the Schmerzen compound. From there, you'll have to fight your way down to Schmerzen's lower level, plant the charges, and get out as fast as you can. Needless to say, make sure that any POWs you encounter are clear of the blast. You're dismissed. Good luck.
Sounds easy. Well, yeah, don't worry about my my absolutely impeccable sense of humor, my sarcasm and dry, cool wit. I could be an action hero. These guys in their laser vision. And they're absolutely destroying me. Whoa, I got wrecked. Right. Round 2, mulligan. Actually, let's go the other way. Let's try sneak around this way. We can do this. I'm pretty sure he saw me. Crap, I didn't see the other one on the right. Or on the left. Oh no, run, 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 run. Top quality explosions right there. Xbox One X levels of graphics. Right, let's try not to get destroyed here. I'm so modest and humble to a fault. What can I say, you know? I'm the most humble and modest person there is. You never catch me bragging about anything. Oh, that's a grenade that just threw right by me. I'm a man of the people. That's how I roll. Any opinions on his on his latest temper tantrum? So you probably don't know because you'd have to be Irish to know. He comes from an area that's an absolute scumbag central. It's one of the most scumbag-ridden places in the country, absolutely. And he acts 110% exactly like everyone from there. So it annoys me even more than he usually does, because he's letting his usual normal scumbag side actually show. And I just got cut to pieces by some sort of like mounted gun or something like that. But yeah, I've been saying he's a scumbag for years now, and he's been showing it the entire time. Everyone was just too, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? They only gave a shit about his like entertainment value. But now that they're seeing it, and he's acting the same way in non-entertainment value, it reinforces what I just said the entire time, that he is a scumbag. He's an absolute scumbag. I don't know the full details on his temper tantrum. I just know he like threw something through a window in New York or got arrested or something. I don't know the full details. I don't keep up with it, to be honest. Because, yeah, he annoys me. I call him Ireland's golden scumbag. But that's a whole other story. I want to kind of make my way over here a little bit, but I know that outpost is down here, and I don't want it to cut me to shreds. There we go. I should be clear. There might even be some health. Disappoint to the max. More. I thought that was a guy for a second. There's gonna be more of them. I just know it. Yeah. Oh, I can get up here. Get a good vantage point. Not that I can see anything, but... It's funny, I'll actually be able to add this to my... Obviously, I finished this game many, many times back in the day. But I can finish this, or I can add this to my list of games completed in 2018. Since I'm doing that whole backlog deal. I know this doesn't 100% count as backlog because I've already completed it, but I'm putting on games that I even have completed before. That I'm just replaying for fun, replaying for seriousness. It's a good way to keep track of everything for the year. Make it feel nice and productive. Okay, let's see, one sec. I need to get somewhere safe. Actually, it's probably safe here. So long as he can make the money, they will allow it. I heard allegedly he attacks a notorious Irish gang member. That's true, actually. One of the guys in college told me about that a few months ago. I think it was late last year. He hit some dude in a pub in Dublin, and he was some like high up guy in one of the Irish crime families. And they just said, yeah, give us 900 grand or we'll come and kill you.
And he didn't pay them, and he's unfortunately still alive. I was getting all happy that they might actually go and sort him out, but they didn't. As far as the whole making the money thing goes, wasn't he like banned from the UFC or something like that? Can't he like not make the money anymore? But I'm sure there's some other marketing loophole around it or something like that, so. How's the rekindled Wii U love affair? The rekindled Wii U love affair is currently, the honeymoon phase is currently over. That's the best way that I put it. We had a nice little torrid affair that lasted, you know, it was, oh hang on, I shot. Where is this guy? I don't know. It was sweet while it lasted, but it didn't last very long. Not usually the case, but don't tish. So I played through all of Tokyo. Jesus, I have no health. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Great game. Well, good game. Good JRPG. Quality stuff. What you'd expect from Atlas. And then I moved on and played Project Zero, Maiden of the Blackwater. Good enough game. Marred by performance issues and awful controls because of that damn tablet controller gamepad. I finished that, and then I put my Wii U away. It's disconnected, and it's now sitting on a shelf, one below and one to the right of where my Xbox One is. Now that's where my Wii U was originally when I had it like stored. So it's back in storage basically. Back on its shelf. I do plan on taking down the Wii U again at some point this year. Probably twice. Possibly twice, and hopefully at least once more, because I want to play through Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD at some point this year, and I also want to play, if I can, this one's not as much of a priority, but I also want to play, if I can, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Obviously, Xenoblade Chronicles X is a significant time investment. Zelda not as much. I'm getting riddled from all sides here. How can they see me? Actually thought that other guy was an enemy. Now hopefully I don't get destroyed reading this. You thought I was more of a Buddhist. Oh, him, okay. He had his head shaved. Well, I'm good. Sometimes I do. But not recently. I usually do it and then I'll keep it for like 6 months at a time. But that's a lot of effort. Oh, okay, I'm dead. Yeah. That's a lot of effort because you have to get like a Gillette Fusion or a Mac 3 or something like that and run it over your head every 2 or 3 days, which is exhausting. It's kind of quick, but it all adds up. I might do it eventually again. I thought about it recently. But it's just the effort. I always think it's funny that when I do it and people say to me, oh, it's such a low maintenance hair thing. It's like, no. You have to redo it every 2 or 3 days. There's nothing low maintenance about that whatsoever. Come on, get down. We are down. But as far as gaming goes, I'm actually really quiet on the gaming front for the next, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks. I'm pretty sure the next game I'm planning on buying is Detroit Become Human. The Street Fighter collection as well, but that's out like a week after Detroit, so that doesn't count. And it's obviously nowhere near as significant. But that's why I made a big deal of the backlog, because there's so few games for me to play this year. It gives me a perfect opportunity to dig into the backlog. In fact, I've finished like 15 games this year already. And here we are, only in April. I know there's a machine gun nest around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Very bad. Fuck! They were everywhere. Funny, I thought I did send back the Elite controller after the Scorpio drop. Well, I sent it back before. Like, where is it? I have it. Oh. Oh, it's behind me. I looked at my drawer. Elite controller. Yeah, so what I did was, they told me when I originally called up and asked about the Elite controller and getting it repaired or whatever, since it was out of warranty, and they said there was nothing they could do for me. They asked me if I had my Xbox One was in warranty, or if anyone I knew had an Xbox One within warranty. And I'd said no, unfortunately everyone I know, it's, you know, it's a launch day, everyone's is out of warranty. And then I mentioned, well, you know, if it makes any difference getting an Xbox One X in a few weeks, because this was before it launched. And he just said to me, he's like, okay, call back when you get your Xbox One X and we can do something for you. So the day after I got my Xbox One X, I called him back up and I said, hey, listen, I had an issue with an Elite controller. I called up before. The guy said to call back when I get my Xbox One X. So he goes, yeah, that's cool. We got all that sorted. So they booked in the Elite controller on the Xbox One X warranty, which was great. So they gave me a shipping label. They told me to pack it all up. You know, that was pretty much it. They emailed me the shipping label. I sent it off. It took about 2 weeks or so to come back, maybe a little bit under. And yeah, they fully replaced it, and that's the one I'm using there. Works perfectly. I think it's funny because then, you know, a couple of weeks later, I returned my Xbox One X because it broke. Now someone is going to come from behind me. These guys blend in. I mean, that's why they have forest camouflage, but... yeah, I was really surprised that Microsoft actually took care of it like that. I still think it is really, really weird that they have no option to do anything and pay for it outside of warranty. Because it's kind of bullshit. Big expensive controller. And they just basically screw people over with it. I shoot them down and the others just stand there. It's funny, just the other day I was looking at, I almost contemplated getting another Xbox One X. I was kind of bored and I didn't really have anything to play, and I kind of wanted to play a little bit of Halo, and I haven't played it in a while because my Xbox One isn't even connected up anymore. So I was just thinking, like, you know, I could connect up my Xbox. I was like, well, what if I buy an Xbox One X? I mean,
It's been a while. The initial stock have probably all been sold through at this point, and they probably have the actual better manufactured working ones. I was like, yeah, I could get it, and I could get some games like down the line. It could be an investment again. But then I realized there's going to be like 2 games I'm going to buy. I'd buy like Valkyria Chronicles 4, if that even has an Xbox One X patch, and Kingdom Hearts 3. And I was like, you know, I don't really want to pay €500 just to be able to play those 4 games. So, Let's see. Xbox PR would have said I should have given you Xbox CPR. There was no way I was putting my mouth on that. Absolutely no way I was putting my mouth on that. It's probably made in China. All sorts of... How did they see me? All sorts of... What was that big... that crazy deadly disease that came out of China a couple of years ago? Was it bird flu? I think it was bird flu. Last thing I want to do is get bird flu. Just getting over this cold as it is. I can't get in that way. Alright, here we go. Bunker infiltration time. I just missed him with half a clip. Ho ho! Can I? No. I need papers. I might be able to actually pass through as one of the other guys. Nope, they know I'm here. Plan B. Take out a gun and kill everyone. That's the most detailed storeroom ever. It's like, I wonder where I can store all my brown boxes that say Fleisch Conserve. That means meat something. I know that. Meat conserve. I don't know what conserve is. Maybe it's like meat rations. Because, you know, conserve, preserve, or something, I don't know. And there's my papers. We'll try it. We'll try our luck. It's not gonna work. I can feel it. They already know I'm here. Yep, they know I'm here. That was worth a shot. Or worth a couple of Thompson shots to them. Okay, clear. Locked. I know you're here. Yeah, I saw you. More better papers. Level 2 papers. It's gonna do nothing for me. What am I gonna do? Walk around and ask him papers, please? This ain't no 8-bit retro looking indie game. That's bad. That is very bad. I'm in some serious trouble here too. Run out of Thompson ammo. Can't pick up his gun. That's so totally fair, isn't it? Poor guy. Took a bullet to the dome. I feel like Captain America in here. Infiltrating all by myself. Let's see.
Have I played Walking Beat 'em Up? Oh, Mother Russia Bleeds. No, I've heard of it. But I've never actually played it. Oh, double kill. I generally like those games. They always remind me of stuff like Streets of Rage and all that. Streets of Rage, Final Fight. We got an objective for something. Steal blueprints for Stig 44. Stig 44 is a fantastic weapon. Yeah, I love those like side-scrolling beat-em-up style games. I love those. I was actually supposed to get a review code for an indie game. They contacted me a couple of weeks. Well, I say a couple of weeks ago. It's probably. Let me see. It was probably in February at this point. They contacted me for like just out of nowhere and said, "Hey, we're making this indie game. We want, you know, to find as many people as possible that would be interested in playing it on stream or making videos about it or making a review about it. Would you like a free code?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool. Send me a free code." He goes, "Cool. The game should launch in about 6 weeks." And what was I saying? Yeah, the game should launch in about 6 weeks. We should have your code by then. And yeah, I've seen other people put out like streams and game footage and like reviews and all of them. And yeah, my code is nowhere to be found. And the reason I bring that up is it's a beat 'em up style game like that. It's called Coffin Crisis, if you've ever heard of it. I was always willing to give it a try. Especially because the developer went out of their way to actually send me a message about it. But hey, I'm not broken up about it anyway, it's fine. I just always like this kind of game. That's why I love, hell, that's why I bought my arcade machine. Because Aliens is easily one of the best of those types of games. And then you've got stuff like Final Fight, Captain Commando, the old Punisher game. There's a Spider-Man game, I think it's Maximum Carnage. I even debated playing the Kung Fury game at one point. I didn't, but I almost did. And it was cheap, so it was only a couple of euro. Now you see why I love the Stig. Stig 44 is great. It's like a better version of the bar. But it's like with the exception of the Thompson versus the MP40. Wait, I'm going the wrong way, am I? No, excellent turret the base, I'm not. German weapons are always better. But hell, that's German efficiency for you right there. I probably should have turned off that alarm, shouldn't I? What? He's shooting me. There we go, alarm off. Oh, they turned it right back on. There's probably another one just around the corner, another tower. Dirtbags. He just walked out in front of me. Poor guy.
This is not good. Okay, we're making a break for it. Either he is like a ghost. It must have been Patrick Swayze or something. But... this is bad. They're gonna get the jump on me. Oh no, not the Thompson. I pressed the wrong button. This is bad. The stick does not want to work for me today at all. Did you see how terrible the accuracy was on that? Come on, do something. Get somewhere safe. Oh my god. Bad. We made it. That was so close. Where's he? We'll make it out, don't worry. I just need to reload all my guns. Looking at this makes you feel at the sense from the GoldenEye game mechanic. It really does. It's in around the same kind of time. Granted, it's a little bit after. I don't as much as I shouldn't admit this, I don't remember exactly what year GoldenEye came out in, but it would have been in the 90s. I know that because of when the N64 was current. It would have. I'm guessing it would have been like 96-ish, in around then when it came out. And this was 2002. So you can really see, I won't so much say the influence of it, but you can really see the general idea. Oh my god, these guys are hardcore. Loads of them. There was loads of them. But hey, this was back when, you know, EA actually made good games. Long time ago. Fun fact, actually, I used to play this game a shitload on the internet when it first came out, and back then, I had 56k internet. That's right, dial-up versus online competitive games. I reload too much. Fuck! That's a great way to start the level. And I remember actually when I got... Oh no! Change. When I got when I got broadband for the first time, good old DSL. This actually made me remember. I was playing one morning it was on a Saturday morning. I was playing this online with 56k internet, and they had originally told me, it's like, oh yeah, your start date for your broadband is this date. You might get like a two hour minor disturbance when we're actually switching it on. And our internet died, and our phone died as well, completely. Our home phone and our internet all died at once. So I said, fuck it, you know, I'll go out, and I don't remember, I went outside, I did whatever it was. Ow. And then I came back a couple of hours later, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try it just for the laugh. The internet and everything just stopped working for like 2 hours. Maybe it's on. So what happens? My DSL was turned on, and broadband was amazing. especially to play this game online. I still remembered, I went from playing with a dial-up ping of about 250 straight down to a ping of less than 50. It was amazing. Let's see what else we got here. 56k, living the dream. You know how it is. There was no 14.4k here. There was no, what was the next one up? 14.4k. 28k? There was no 28k. There was no 33.3k. We went straight to 56. Actually, I should say there's one exception for that. There was one thing I had that was a 33k modem. And that was my Dreamcast. Because the European Dreamcast had a 33k modem. Whereas the American one had either 56k or I believe the availability of buying and replacing it with a broadband modem. Whereas us over here in the, pleb central that is Europe, no, we didn't even get the full fat 56k modem. We got the ghetto stuff. I remember that with my GameCube as well. Nintendo being Nintendo, they obviously are terrible when it comes to the internet. And they did not include a modem with the GameCube. You had to buy it separately. Originally, I bought a 56k modem. And I remember playing a lot. Oh, I thought that was the alarm there. A lot of Phantasy Star Online with a 56k modem. Not the most fun thing in the world. Still kind of fun though, to be honest. Still kind of fun. And then I remember I had stopped playing Phantasy Star Online, and I eventually saw a broadband modem in a GameStop. And I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll go back and I'll start playing Phantasy Star using this. And I did. And it was fantastic. And I loved it. I really hope they localize Phantasy Star Online too. I know you can play the PC version with the patch and the English fan translation and all, but it's not the same. It's also a bit of a pain in the arse to set up because you need the account. Let's see, why is Japan getting Mega Man X both physical copies? I don't know actually. As far as I know, the Europe and the US is also getting a physical copy of both. But there's a catch. If you, as far as I understand it at least anyway, based on the press release, you can buy a physical copy of one, you can buy a physical copy of two. Hello. But if you buy a physical copy, a physical dual collection, because there's the option to buy one, the option to buy two, and the option to buy both. If you buy the dual collection on PS4 and Xbox One, you get 2 discs. If you buy the dual collection on Switch, you get a single game card with a download code for the second collection. Now, I could be wrong because that's just my interpretation on how I understood the press release. But as far as I know, or as far as I understand the wording, you can still buy a physical individual copy of the second one. But if you buy the dual collection, you get screwed. Now, I could be wrong. That's just, like I said, it's my interpretation of it. I can't stress that enough. But it's going to be interesting to see. And it's, a lot of people say it's because Capcom are greedy. Well, I submit an alternate theory. Something I've mentioned a few times before. A lot of people are blaming Capcom, like I said, the Capcom greed theory. I personally blame Nintendo, because Nintendo created a console with a media system
that... Oh, shit. I saw those 2 grenades fly at me. They created a console that has a proprietary media system that is extremely convoluted and is based on such low production and manufacture numbers that it is prohibitively and noticeably more expensive to buy Switch games, to publish Switch games for developers, whatever it is. I'm gonna die. That's another thing a lot of people don't actually talk about when it comes to Switch games. Like everyone talks about, oh, Doom wasn't more expensive, and like Dark Souls and all this. Funny enough, Dark Souls is a victim of the Switch tax, at least here, because I took a picture of it and I'll post it on Twitter after I log off here. But Dark Souls Remastered is €40 on PS4, €40 on Xbox One, and €45 on Nintendo Switch. And then there's obviously the other games as well. But Dark Souls Remastered, Doom, and Skyrim are actually published by Nintendo, believe it or not. Right on the press release. Yeah, okay, so, well, that's my understanding of the press release for the Capcom game, at least for Mega Man. Oh, hello. You've not completed all your oh, that's right. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just going around killing everything. But I haven't really been paying massive amounts of attention to the whole Mega Man X Legacy Collection, like physical all over the place, you know, like which version is which and which version has crazy amounts of physical, because really there's only 2 things I care about. One, that I can laugh at the whole Switch situation because it's personally, in my opinion, Nintendo's fault, and like we explained there a second ago, rather than Capcom's fault. And 2, the console versions don't really bother me because I'm getting it on Steam. So I'll be happy with that version. He hit the fucking alarm. So many of these lads all over the place being dirtbags. I don't speak German, but you do give your position away when you do say stuff like that, which is what I do speak. Tactics. Oh no! And before we blow them up, is there anything inside? Oh no! I wasn't actually expecting there to be anyone in here. Well, they really want me to take that out, don't they? Oh, I thought it was going to be one of the timer ones. Right, we're going to have to clear this bunker as well. I'm assuming there's going to be guys in here too. Yeah. There was guys in here. Oh, that's the timer. Right, here we go. Yeah, look at that physics. Did he just shoot me with his back to me? Are you serious, game? Pretty sure that's just what happened right there. It's a shame. While obviously I'm a physical kind of guy, I'm a collector kind of guy. Original hardware on top of all of that. So while I would like all the old... Oh wow, he just spawned. And dropped dead. Okay. All the physical versions of Super Nintendo copies of the Mega Man X games, complete in box, they're very expensive. When you're part of the PC elite, mortal console issues no longer concern me. That is true. I have ascended yonks ago. I mean, I can't even remember how long. I classify myself as being having ascended to the glorious annals of PC gaming master race history. Heaven. We'll go all the way back to like 1998, 1999. That's when it truly started. I don't need to concern myself with such things. But hey, then again, I say stuff like that. But let's look at the recent Secret of Mana remake. My favorite game ever. Obviously I bought the Steam version because I want to play this. I want to play it on PC. But because it was my favorite game ever, I bought a physical PS4 version. So I could have something shiny for the shelf. And same deal with Shenmue HD. Obviously I'll be buying the PC version to play that. But I'm also going to buy a PS4 version to have it nice on my shelf. It will go very, very nicely with my Dreamcast copy of Shenmue 1 and 2, my Xbox copy of Shenmue 2, and my... my vinyl soundtrack of Shenmue. I mean, you can probably guess how much I like Shenmue. Damn good stuff. Having said that, I do buy physical copies of PC games. Sometimes. If it's a collector's edition of a game I actually want, I'll buy it. To be honest, usually they're really only Blizzard games, because not many places release physical collector's edition of PC. Whoa! Okay. Of PC games raining. I also bought physical collector's edition of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the expansion pack. But other than that, it's mostly Blizzard games. I actually bought a normal retail copy of Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus on PC. Only because it was cheaper. It was cheaper to buy the normal physical copy in my local GameStop on day one, launch morning, compared to Steam or even any of the key sites, which I thought was funny. Poor dog. There was also another one. What did I buy? I think it was last summer. I bought... GameStop was having a sale. Oh no, that's bad. They're having a sale on leftover special editions. And they had the PC version of Infinite Warfare. No, was it Infinite Warfare? Yeah, Infinite Warfare. They had a... Not the like super pro edition. They had the one that came with the remaster. And I wanted the remaster. And it was cheaper for me to buy the physical collector's edition with the remaster in GameStop than it was to buy the remaster alone on Steam or any of the key sites. So at that point, it was silly not to. Let's see. When will we hear my thoughts on the PlayStation 5 speculation? Well, there's never going to be any official thoughts on the PlayStation 5 speculation, so you can hear them right now. I've taken a look at the stuff that we've seen and the stuff that's come out. First off, I think it's all bullshit. I think all that stuff is complete bullshit. I don't think anyone is purposely misleading, like you see other YouTubers talking about it, I'm sure. I don't think any of them are purposely misleading, but where all the rumors have come from and who created them originally, I think that is purposely misleading. Now, spec-wise, what do I think we're going to see with the PlayStation 5? Actually, first off, release date-wise, what are we going to see with the PlayStation 5? It's not going to come out this year. It's not going to come out next year. I don't even think it's going to be announced next year or this year at all. What else do I think? Spec-wise, it's going to be nothing crazy because, I mean, they never are. Let's see. That train reminds me of the scene in movies or TVs when a character walks into the road and out of nowhere a car or bus runs them. It was close. It's close. It's like Scary Movie just at the end where stuff comes out and just out of nowhere, or someone like walks in the street, boom. But yeah, it was kind of close and almost got me in that way too. Did kind of make me jump a little. As for the rest of the PlayStation 5 speculation and all that stuff, you know, that gun is trash. Fuck it. I remember it being considerably better. Spec-wise, what do I think we're going to see? Well, every game will not be 60 frames per second because they are going to do their usual thing where other companies and other developers and even first-party ones as well are going to do the usual fucking thing where they say, oh hey, you know what we're going to do? Well, let's push the graphical envelope, let's push the visual envelope further and further, which will completely increase our visual capabilities or our performance capabilities by adding in all those extra visuals. And that of course lends on one big thing. With current PC hardware being the way it is, it actually makes let me try rein it back in and go from scratch. CPU in the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One, and even Xbox One X is absolute dirt. It's an absolutely terrible CPU, which is still completely outdone by my old 2011 processor by considerable amounts, let alone my top-of-the-line 16-core processor I have in here. That is one of the biggest factors in 60 frames per second. It's one of the biggest factors that the consoles are having with issues for that. The current CPU market, on the other hand, is very advantageous for upgrading new consoles with the whole AMD architecture, x86 architecture. The second or even first generation Ryzens, to be honest I think they go with the second ones, especially because these things are probably a few years off, is very, very good for the price. So you could get good performance, 60 frames per second level performance on a relatively cheap budget. GPU wise, they're still going to be absolute dirt because of course they are their consoles. They're always going to be dirt, and they will be terrible because from a visual standpoint they're not going to be anything drastically above what we have now. The best comparison I make, or the best comparison I can make now, is when you see a lot of PS4, even PS4 Pro and Xbox One X games, they're not running at max settings. When you turn on a PC version, on a good PC, the PC version is still significantly better. It's got better texture settings, better filtering, better anti-aliasing, better everything. What you're going to see on the PlayStation 5 is going to be what PlayStation 4 games look like with everything turned up to max. But of course at that point, they'll have companies will be releasing games with even higher settings still on PC, so they're still back in the same spot. Will PC games be on 4K Blu-ray discs for more capacity? Well, 4K Blu-ray discs are, and let's see, will the X be in the mix with the next Xbox? We'll have to see. We'll get to that now in a second. But as far as the 4K Blu-ray ones, a 4K Blu-ray disc is actually a regular Blu-ray disc, believe it or not. It's still a standard 50 gigabyte disc. It's a dual layer 50 gig disc. So there's going to be nothing different on that front. As far as I know, the only difference is I don't think the laser can read them the same. Or maybe it just can't output the same, I don't know. I only bought my first 4K Blu-ray there about a week and a half ago. And I can't even play it. That's the funny thing. And what was the other one? Will the X be in... I think the... it's very hard to say about the Xbox One X. Because... there's the whole... Come on, snipe, faster. There's the whole deal with games allegedly going to be forward compatible as we go. So that's a concern. But that's also potentially very limiting. Because if you have to make games that for the Xbox 2 that will also run on the absolute terrible dirt piece of shit that is the Xbox One X CPU, that's a concern. That's a limiting factor. Why are these guys dying? Who am I supposed to kill here, or what is happening? My squad are getting destroyed, that's all I do know.
There they are.
I'm getting animalized too, I'm almost dead. I'm probably going to die actually. I probably should intentionally die so I can respawn. Do this properly with more health. Yeah, I'll let them kill me. Can I get in the front of the train? Can't. Someone please shoot me. I'm just a stationary target and they can't do anything here for me. So it also all depends on when the new Xbox is going to be announced. Oh my god, the game saved with 2 health. This is going to be a challenge. But I do think that at the same time, when Sony do put out or announce the PlayStation 5, Microsoft are going to scramble to do something with the Xbox 2. I was going to call it the Xbox One 2. Oh, where did that come from? It also will depend. See, it's a really strange situation because of how long these things take in time. Like, for example, if Sony was to show off something that, if they showed a PlayStation 5 and it only looks marginally better than an Xbox One X, which, with the exception of the frame rate, could be a realistic possibility. You know, then they just say, oh, we leave the X alive for a while. Fuck! This is gonna be awkward. Quick save at the worst time. Oh, I didn't quick save, like checkpoint save at the worst time. I don't know where that second one's coming from. I think he's coming from the right somewhere, but I don't know where. No, I missed. He's from the... Oh, there it is. There's just 2 of them. Can do this. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. But yeah, this whole console generation and the mid-gen refreshes and all has been an absolute travesty. It's an absolute mess, and I think I'm sticking to PC again. Like usually I buy everything. so that I can play everything. I can play games I want and all. And usually I buy them, like I'm usually an early adopter and I get in fairly soon. This time, or next time, I don't think so. Especially with Microsoft, I mean, ignoring Microsoft because they're all over the place now. Oh shit, where did they come from? But even looking at Sony, and with the exception of, you know, buying maybe 1 or 2 games, I can wait. Even then, I've kind of gotten, I suppose you call it sick or bored of buying a console for 1 or 2 games. It's taken its toll on me. The Wii U and now the Xbox One X. No. My god, the recoil on, or the flinch on these guys is ridiculous. Oh, I have to do this again. Oh no! He's coming after me. Oh! I didn't see the one behind him. Fuck. Back out. Back to phase 1. Do I have a shotgun? I do. I didn't even realize I had a shotgun. Okay, we're making slow but sure progress. I shot his helmet off. Oh, I didn't think he'd be able to get me back through it. If you wait long enough, you can get the Xbox app on your Windows tablet. To be honest, I would actually like a Surface. I don't really need a tablet. That's why I don't actually have a tablet of any capacity. And 2, Surfaces are just too expensive. I mean, you can get a quality laptop for... no, not a quality laptop that I would use, but you can get a decent laptop for the money of a Surface. Wow. He shot me like in the process of getting up. Whoa. But the big thing for me, as far as, you know, the need for an Xbox, or a new Xbox or whatever, all their games are coming to PC. I'm happy with that. I get superior performance than more so than any console can ever offer. And that's all I care about. My PC plays, like, let's say, we'll go by Microsoft stuff. My PC plays Halo Wars 2 maxed out 1440p, locked 120 frames per second. Gears of War 4, locked 120 frames per second. 1440p, max settings. The new Halo game is tipped to be coming to PC, according to Phil Spencer. I'll be happy with that. Oh, I got a bit worried there. I was like, wasn't he the one to drop me health last time? We're getting there. We're getting there. I remember where these lads got me last time.
And their crazy amounts of recoil. I was ready for these lads, sorry. They never saw it coming. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh good, it's not aimed at me. Oh, I didn't see the grenade. 1 health. This is bad. There's health out there on the floor, but I have to get out to it. Oh, I must have already picked it up. There's more in there at least. Just gotta be worried about the corridor and the room. Okay, so there's no one in there. Made it. Glorious health. And floating dead bodies in little interrogation rooms. It's a big supply room. You'd think they'd have some health for me. Oh, they're my boys.
Hold this area and take care of the POWs. I've sent a few more men your way to help out. Go ahead, start laying those charges. Meet us back here when you're done.
Any chance of sending me a medic?
Let's get those POWs out of there. Go, go, go!
Okay, sir, the door's rigged to blow. It's all yours now.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Fire in the hole. Oh my god. Straight away, they have a gun emplacement. Are you seeing that? Oh, he fixed it. I'm pretty sure he was holding that upside down. No way, did they kill him? They did. Legends. Like Nazis to the slaughter.
Watch it! Fire!
Man down. Not Jimmy. He was one of the good ones. Oh, that's bad. They're behind me. That's also bad. There's explosive barrels everywhere. I was about to say, how many of these damn guys are there? And then I remembered that we're inside a Nazi base. So, there's going to be a lot of them. I still have a boy. I'm gonna keep him alive if I can. Like splinter shrapnel in the wall and everything. That's probably what killed him. Just completely murderized him. Locked. Downstairs we go. That was bad. It says I have to go that way, so I want to go this way to try find something. Oh, including somewhere to plant a bomb. Either that's a bonus objective or something I have to come here later for. Okay, that's, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the way we have to go after we plant whatever we're doing. Yeah, there's another one. Who designs these facilities? Oh shit!
Okay, I can peek out. Oh, I got his helmet. It's like that one scene in Saving Private Ryan. Guy takes a bullet to the helmet, takes it off to look at how it saved his life, then takes another one to the head. Okay, health is all I gave a crap about. He actually dropped some. So. Fair balls, these Germans. Tried to get some cover on me, or some suppression. I'm pretty sure they started shooting before I went around the corner. And then, of course, I walked right into it. As you do. Right, left. So they want me to go left, so I'm going right. This was not a good idea. Mulligan. I suppose I have a GPS for a reason. Well, not GPS, compass. I should really follow it. Oh, his helmet didn't save him. What else we got? Oh, what up, Josh? Welcome back. And yes, same with yesterday. Music, sound design, so good. As for the Nazi tunnels, not so much. But I get what they're going for with the whole complicated factory layout and all. Did he throw that? No, he didn't. Quality stuff. Quality game. They don't make them like they used to. I think we have to get out of here. If I'm just running through them all, they're just dropping machine gun ammo everywhere. I should actually be using the machine guns. Well, some of them are dropping some machine gun ammo. So our facility is rigged to blow. Now what we need to do is actually make good on it. I wish I could use this. Granted, there's not much I could shoot with it, but for posterity reasons. Okay, where are we going? It's maybe the wrong one. Then again, if they're all leading down to the same tunnels. Acquire a gas mask. Well, we're going to need it for coming in here. For some reason I was thinking that we had to exfil, so you know, up would have made more sense. Oh, that's a bad corner to take. Jesus, that was rough. Completely forgot this was a mustard gas facility. Probably should have brought in a gas mask first. Fuck! Get back, get back. It's funny, I find, if you listen to music playing in the background, I find it to be more of a combination of, what's it called? Fuck, it's drawn a blank. Saving Private Ryan and a little bit of Star Wars. That's what I hear when I hear that anyway. Oh, that is a lot of guys. It's one less of a lot of guys. Now it's only medium amount of guys. Or no guys? Not completing my objectives, right? Oh, there's definitely more than one guy left. So I was right. Oh shit, two of them. Bad. It's fine. Gas masks. Lots of gas masks. Of course, I only need one. Thank God they can't break it. Then again, I'm not wearing it yet, so. No, no, no. That was a terrible place to get caught in. See, you feel me, right, Josh? Star Wars. I can hear it too. This is not easy. Reduced field of view. Damn gas masks and realism. So this is where Studio 4A, is it 4A? 4A Games got the idea of stealing Metro. The Metro series, what is that? Metro 2033? I think 2033. And Last Light. It's completely where they stole this idea from. That kick. As soon as you start taking damage, you're all over the place. Shit. I don't speak Nazi scientist. But it's bad. Shot gas. Well, actually, shouldn't that be fine? I mean, that's not going to do anything to me, but it's going to kill all of them. Oh, that's a 30-second fuse. I need to get out of here fast. And I have no health, which does not help. I know this is a dead end, but I was hoping for health. Go, go, go. I can make it. I can make it. Now the problem is getting out of here with the last little bit of health. Metro games were on sale for $4 on Steam the other day. I hope you bought them, Josh. I hope you bought them if you didn't already have them. $4 is a steal. Oh, there's some health. $4 for those games is an absolute steal. Even if they're the basic versions and not the... I don't know the proper term. I don't know if it's Redux or Redo because it's spelled different. Redo. Whoa, everything is going up in flames. But those are great games, definitely. And for $4 a piece, you would be a madman not to have gotten them. You've more important things to worry about back there. Come on, reload. think they would all focus on getting out of here while the place is falling apart? Instead of trying to stop this one American guy who caused it all. Sorry, Josh, I saw you. I was too slow. Let's see. There's also a new... Yeah, there is Metro Exodus coming out. Probably next year. I don't think it'll come out at the end. Most people think it'll come out at the end of this year, but I don't think so. I think it'll come out at the end of next year. Or the start of next year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little bit worried about the whole open worldness that they're going for. I know it's a semi-open world, and that only some levels are like that. But I hope it's good. The previous two games were fantastic, so. Shit. Reload worst time. Go, go, go. Run, run. Let me through, let me through. Oh, yes, we got it. I thought I was going to have to go a little bit further. Really? You're just going to stand there? Oh my god. I have to get through all of this with no anything. With no help. This is going to be impossible. I can't even kill this guy. No, my god, this is going to be a nightmare. Oh, no, Thompson's not even reloaded. Oh, this is going to be brutal. I was down to 2, so close. I think I know how I can handle this. I might be able to make it. Just quickly reload the Thompson. No! What happened? Oh, I feel like I got robbed. I just need to be precise with my Thompson. Not like that. That is not how you be precise with a Thompson. Actually, you know what? I have a shotgun. No, that's too quick. I need to... By the time I reload my Thompson, the guys have kind of bunched up together a little bit to make it. We're so close. We can do this. There's a guy behind me in there as well, as you can see. That was a terrible one. I can't stay in there too long before he's going to explode and kill me. See, I'm trying to fire in short controlled bursts, but the problem is it doesn't always kill them. Because I don't want to... I can't afford to stop and reload again. Oh, there's one guy left. On a front right. We can do this. We were so close that one time. That's bad. No, I really do need to switch to Thompson and reload it. Because by the time it gets reloaded, they're all ready, bunched up, easy to... Come on, go, go. Why shoot me? I couldn't open the door, I couldn't do anything. Damn it. Although I think I might have figured something out there at the last second. And he didn't die. Lovely. That's just what I need, isn't it? Yeah, that was a brutal one. I think if I can get in between the train and the platform and crouch down, I'm okay. Oh, there's health behind that. There's health behind that thing. I only saw it there. It feels like playing Halo 4 on Legendary. To be honest, it feels more like playing Halo 2 on Legendary with how damn hard that is. It was so inopportune. I wasn't expecting it to go like this, so I kind of was all wrong way. I was going on haphazardly with jump, get over! Yes, help! This is terrible. I just died somehow. So, yeah, Halo 2 was well, basically pretty much any of the Halo games were grind. Came to Legendary difficulty. Oh, they're up in the towers. Oh, I'm dead. Don't do this to me. Oh, I've got all the health. Ah, crowd. You could see the fire back in the distance. I thought I could make it in. Yes, the bad one. We're gonna do this, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. What is our objective? Escape from the fort. Fuck. We're so close. I was kind of panicking towards the end. I got them all. There was a one lad left behind the table. And I panicked. I missed him. How did that not hit him? Here we go. Take that, Nazi Germany. Quite the explosive escape. Halo style, technically. Since you mentioned it, Josh. You know, you've always got the big explosion behind you. You're running, you're getting out of here. We're going to take a second to... We're not going to watch the whole credits, but we're going to take a second to appreciate this. No, the game wasn't made in 2015. It's made by a studio called 2015. See that? Development director, Vince Zampella. Because this was... And obviously you got Jason West there as well. Because this was the last game they made before breaking off from EA to make Call of Duty. Which is why Call of Duty feels so much like this. At least if you played the first Call of Duty back in the day. which is actually what's really funny, because I was such a hardcore fan of this game, as was a friend of mine, and then eventually Call of Duty came out, and Infinity Ward and all that stuff, and my friend played it before I did, and he was telling me, he's like, Q, you gotta play this game, you gotta play this game, you love Medal of Honor Allied Assault, you have to play this game. And I'm like, oh, I've never heard of it, what is it, it's a new series, new studio, what is it, blah blah blah. He goes, no, don't worry about any of that, it's made by the guys who made Medal of Honor. They left EA to form their own studio, which turned out to be Infinity Ward, and they did this. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And then I played it, and it was the fucking business, because we all know that early Call of Duty games were so good. Call of Duty 1, so good. Call of Duty 2, so good. Call of Duty 3, not so much. And then we've got Modern Warfare 1. I'm gonna leave away from the Modern Warfare 1 side of it because it's well, it's modern, not World War 2. But this game here, Medal of Honor Allied Assault, best World War 2 game ever. Didn't Steven Spielberg direct one? Direct one what? Didn't he do... Not a game. What's it called? For some reason I want to say Steven Spielberg did Saving Private Ryan? I could be wrong. It's been so long, but... So we'll skip that. Let's take a look. What do we got in our medals case? We only have 3 medals. I'm pretty sure one of them is for hard difficulty, and the others are for special other stuff. For conspicuous bravery before the enemy in aiding the defense of Norway on February 12th, blah, blah, recovered a much sought after Kriegsmarine officer. That's the one we grabbed on the U-boat. Didn't he direct the Medal of Honor? I don't know about that. I can't say yes, I can't say no. I'm just not sure. It seems like it would be above him, if you will. I don't think anyone would be willing to... Not so much... Well, it would be two things. I don't think he would lower himself, because let's face it, a lot of filmmakers see games as a lower medium. I don't think he would go down and do that, and I don't think a lot of the games companies would be willing to stump up the sheer amount of money just for him, let alone the studios and all to develop it and publish it and to market it and all that stuff. Granted, having a name like, you know, directed by Steven Spielberg on it would be a pretty big deal for a lot of games, and it would probably sell a lot more, but hell, I'm not a businessman. I should be, but I'm not. I really should be. Let's see. Unfortunately, the multiplayer doesn't work anymore because Game Spy? Was the Game Spy arcade servers are gone? So yeah, let's go. I'm the unnamed soldier, and I will be... Who will I be? Mano. Pilot. SAS. Ranger. Oh no, I am Ranger. I would be Army. I'll be the SAS guy. See, this is how old this is, look. Net connection ISDN. We are going cable, baby. I'm not even going to try it because these don't work, but we're going to look through some of them. The Africa Private, Africa Officer, Elite Officer, Elite Sentry. I'm liking that one so far. The Kradschützen. I don't speak German. Panzer Grenadier. Oberschütze. Schütze. Tank Commander. Scientist. Just keep going, keep going. The Waffenschutz. The Waffens Officer. I think I'd go with that one. Wehrmacht Soldier. Wehrmacht Officer. Winter. Winter. German Worker. So we're going with this wet. Sneeze be creeping up out of nowhere. let's see what we got here. He made the story for the first game. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's always good to know. You learn something new every day. The original first Medal of Honor, was it? I suppose it would kind of make sense that they'd get him to try get in for that kind of thing. But I never knew that. I never knew that whatsoever. That's always an extra little bit of a good bit to know. So that's it for tonight, guys. I'm gonna leave it there because let's see. That actually took way longer than expected. I thought we only had like two. Even though we only had 2 missions to do, they were. Whoa! What the? Okay. I was wondering. My voice and all just got really weird. The battery in my headset or my headphones died, so the sound cancelling just died. So I can unplug that and take this off. 1 second. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for tonight because those 2 missions took an exceptionally long amount of time. Granted, they were the 2 last missions and one of them was very fucking hard. The sniper one was not fun at the start. Well, it was fun, but it was not forgiving. There you go. Great stream. You got to the end this time, Josh. That is true. That is true. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys so much. Josh, Paul, anyone else who dropped in, anyone else who watches this later on YouTube, on demand, whatever it is. I want to thank everyone for just hanging out with me, kicking German ass, kicking Nazi ass, shooting shit with me, all the usual. Because, well, I'm just playing games by myself. It's you guys that make it what it is. So, thank you so much for that. And I will see everyone on whatever's next because, well, I should say whatever's next. It's going to be Spearhead. It's probably going to be tomorrow, but it's going to be Spearhead. Anyway, peace out, guys. I'll see you next time. Or whenever.